What's up, guys? It's Tommy Cleaves from Austin Underground, and I am here at South by Southwest with Mallory Knox. How you guys doing?
Great, man. How are you?
Good, good. So you mentioned you already played one show at South by. How did it go?
It was amazing. Yeah, I mean, it's our first time here, so it was a little bit nerve-wracking and stuff. It's always a different show when you're playing in front of kind of industry folk and things like that. But yeah, I think we handled it, and it was fun. It was good.
Very cool. So first time in Austin. It's known for being a little weird here at times, especially during South by.
Absolutely.
What's the weirdest thing you guys have seen since you've been here in Austin?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I really like these bike things that everyone's riding around on. You know, like the bike taxis.
The pedicabs,
yeah, they're all kind of like customized and things. That was pretty cool. The cab we actually got into town from our hotel was like a disco cab or something. You could do karaoke in it and all that kind of thing. So that was a pretty good start to the day.
Yeah, cool.
We saw a minibus that went by yesterday, me and you, and we were like, what's that racket? And this bus comes by with people like partying on it with this band, like rock band playing at the back of the bus, and we were like, what is going on here? Like, it's just crazy.
That's very Austin. So I understand that you guys tour pretty intensely. You just got off the road and you're going back out and playing some festivals, Download, Rock am Ring, Rock am Park, and Vans Warped Tour. So talk a little bit about that. You guys ready to get back out on the road this summer?
I mean, it'd be nice to put our feet up for a couple of weeks, but you know, it's all good. Like we're so happy that we get the opportunity to do it. You know, particularly over so many different countries and meet new people and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, we're ready for it. You know, it's going to be a fun year. It's going to be a lot of traveling and seeing different places and things. But that's what it's all about, man. You know, it really is.
Okay, so what's your favorite country you've been to on tour?
Oh, you can't do that to me. I'll get destroyed in every country we go to that we don't say is the one, you know.
Very
but
cool.
nah.
Australia was good, wasn't it?
Australia was pretty good.
Australia was amazing. I always like Germany. I always think Germany's a cool place to play.
And you know, the United States is all right as well.
Very
you know,
good.
it's okay. To be fair, we've just come off like a 2-month tour here, and it's the first time we've ever really spent any real time here. And I tell you what, like, I was so impressed with the people of America. I love them. I think they're some of my favorite people in the world.
Very cool. Good answer right there. Good answer. So how about this? What country are you looking forward to going to on tour that you haven't been to yet?
That's a good question. For me, it's Japan.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait to kind of get out there and we've met some really cool guys from Japan, and I wonder just how, you know, whether that kind of stretches out to the whole population and stuff. You know, see what they're really about, and I've heard it's pretty crazy over there, so it'll be fun to check that out.
Japan for me as well. Like when you see like Tokyo on like the TV and stuff, it just looks like the most insane place on earth. So like, always wanted to visit it, and doing it as part of a tour is the best way to do it.
It's the same. We've all spoken about. I mean, before we did America, it was America for us. America was we desperately wanted to get here, so it's kind of like a tick off the bucket list. Obviously, we want to come back and keep touring and do our own thing here as well. But yeah, Japan, the next new place to visit.
Yeah.
Very cool. It's funny that you guys said that. I just interviewed another band before this, and they said the same exact thing. They want to go to Japan, so I guess it's a good place for music.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah.
I'll let you know next time we speak to you.
Sounds good.
Waste of time if not.
So you guys, like we've talked about, are no strangers to touring and festivals. So how do you find that a festival show differs from a traditional headlining show, and do you prefer one over the other?
I think festivals are always a bit more nerve-wracking. Like with a headline show, you have that assurance that if it's sold out, you've got a room full of people that are there for you. But festivals, like you can play some of the biggest festivals in the world. Like we've done Reading back home, which holds like 80,000 people. And there is a possibility that despite all those people being there, you could still go out and play to no one. So it's always, it's a bit more like nerve-wracking, but we've always been lucky enough to do well at festivals. But even every time we play, even now, I sort of feel a bit hesitant going into it, thinking, just we're about to walk on, I'm thinking, please be a full tent or a full stage or whatever.
We always have a little pray to all the gods.
Yeah.
And ask that at least a couple of people are there.
Very cool. So tell me a little bit about how you guys became a band, how you guys met each other, and how this all got started.
Okay, well, I mean, we've all been friends for a very, very long time. I've known James since I was about 5 years old. The rest of the guys we met through college and stuff, and we've been in bands since we were about 13. So Dave and Sam were in another band that in our local area that we'd run into and play shows with and stuff. So we grew very like close to them through that, and eventually it sort of came to the point where our sort of childhood bands came to a close, and at that point we kind of wanted to continue the band, and we wanted to continue musically and kind of keep the writing up and things like that. You know, it's a passion of ours that we've always done, and you know, it kind of felt weird not doing it. So we kind of all like jumped in together and kind of were like, let's just jam and write some stuff and just see what happens. You know, we kind of didn't really have any intention of it being anything more than kind of a project, you know, just something to do like on the weekends. Yeah. And yeah, we wrote some songs, we really loved them, and it added there was a kind of a new dynamic to it that we didn't have in those earlier bands. And we kind of thought, well, let's give it a go. Like, you know, we've put this much time and effort into being musicians. Let's see where it goes. And somehow, a few years on, I'm here talking to you. So it's pretty
Very cool. So you guys are from the UK, if people couldn't tell.
Yes, sir.
How do shows in the UK differ from shows here in America?
That's a very good question. But it's quite a boring answer. I don't think there's too much different. The kids that come out to the shows and stuff are so passionate about music. You know, they really love getting out and seeing shows and being a part of like a community. You know, and in this case, you know, it's a musical one, and it's a great thing to be a part of that and to provide at least a little aspect of that. You know, to be in a community of people that provide that kind of world for other people is like a really amazing thing. So yeah, I mean, kind of that's always the case across the board. I think maybe American fans, from what I gather, are very, very passionate. They definitely like to queue up at ridiculous o'clock in the morning in some very, very inhospitable places. You know, like the last tour we were on, we'd go through places like Chicago in the winter and Boston, and it was so cold, and you know, it's horrible weather, and these kids were still sat there at 9 a.m. you know, for a good kind of like 10 hours just waiting to get in. And I think that's some dedication, man. I don't think I'm dedicated to anything like that, you know.
Very nice. So one last question, speaking of your fans, what do you want to say to all your fans watching, and maybe some new fans you've gained from this festival here in Austin?
Sure. Well, thank you. You know, I say it a lot, but we wouldn't be here doing this kind of thing. We wouldn't be talking to you. We wouldn't be able to see the places we see and play to the people we play to without you. And yeah, from the bottom of our hearts, like, thank you so much.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time out to talk to us. Good luck at your next show.
Thank you.
And good luck at the festivals this summer.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.